to Mr. ECapehart, and he has a program called All the King's Men. And Mr. Capehart, let's see if we can pick up where we left off during the latter part of the second segment and give you an opportunity not only to talk about some other aspects of the program, but to talk to our audience in terms of how they might be able to assist you, because I know that what you're doing is very, very important, but you need assistance, resources, and et cetera. And so we'll give you an opportunity to talk about something in that direction as well.
Well, that's great. Since our inception, since we started the program, it's becoming a remarkable story of success for nonprofit. Since we started, we've been able to develop a model that we feel can be replicated on a national level, and which is actually a part of our vision. But it's going to take, you know, a serious commitment from corporate sponsors and individuals in the community who really believe in what we're trying to achieve here in our communities and communities around the world. There are several ways that individuals, corporations can help All the King's Men achieve our goals. What we do have is we have our signature fundraising campaign. It's an ongoing campaign. It's called Be the Change. And all we're doing is we're just asking people that if you believe that there's something that needs to be done, if you've ever thought in your mind that, hey, something needs to be done about juvenile crime in our society, this is your opportunity to join our Be the Change campaign. It's an online giving fundraiser. You can go to our website at www.akmnashville.org. Go to our donate page and you'll find all the information about how you can actually join our Be the Change campaign. We also have what we call our AKM Benefactors Club. That club is for individuals who are interested in making a yearly contribution at a minimum amount of $1,000 a year. There are special privileges that you have or benefits of joining that club, and those benefits include you get exclusive access to all of our special events, you get up-to-date information about All the King's Men, and you will always be a part of everything that we do, because that will give us a strong foundation to actually continue the programming that we do. We definitely encourage corporate sponsors. We believe that corporate sponsors are a vital part of safe and viable, you know, livable communities. You know, there are so many corporations that open up their doors for business in the communities that we serve, and we need those corporations to understand that your sponsorship dollars will help us make those communities that you do business in safer. You know, safer. You know, that's the key word there. So that's what we encourage our corporate sponsors to do. Anyone that's interested in becoming a corporate sponsor, we invite you to just give us a call. Go to our website again, visit our contact page. You can reach us by our 800 number, or you can just send us a message through our actual contact page, and we have a small application that we'll ask you to fill out and tell us a little bit about your business, because we want to make real connections with the corporations in our community. You know, it's a partnership. Corporations, when you partner with All the King's Men, it's important to understand that you will build a community of people who support you just because you're in that community, and they know that you're actually doing something to help the youth of those communities. So corporate sponsorships are big for us. We also have, we accept in-kind and pro bono work, you know, if there's any, especially in the area of legal representation. Anyone who feels like, you know, hey, I have something to offer legally to All the King's Men, we definitely encourage that. We encourage corporations or businesses who want to donate some of their tangible items, computers, office furniture. If someone wants to donate office space to us, or whatever it is that you feel like you want to donate to All the King's Men, we will gladly accept those things. So those are some of the ways that people can help All the King's Men.
Now, when you come to recruiting, how do you recruit young men for this? I mean, recruitment isn't automatic. What are some of the efforts?
Well, what we do, we have a partnership, a very good partnership with the Metro Parks and Recreation Centers here. What we have been able to do was we went into the park system and we're able to recruit boys from the 22 facilities that they have here in Nashville, Tennessee, in Davidson County. So we can go into these community centers and we can just do recruiting there. Also, what we've done is we created a partnership with the Metro Police Department, the Youth and Children's Services Department. And what they do is when kids get in trouble out in the streets and they receive citations, they kind of look through those citations and match it with our target student profile, and they send kids to us. Again, if you go to our website, on our homepage, there's a link that says Nominate a King today. So you fill out the nomination form, and that form just gives us basic information about the type of student that you're nominating to be in our programming. And once we get those nomination forms, we in turn contact the families and let them know that, hey, your child has been nominated to be a part of this organization, and we'll take it from there. So.
And so you've really put a lot of thought and a lot of work into this organization in terms of trying to reach out and bring these young people into your care in a real sense, to get them out of the criminal justice system. What was the name of that how did you use that word, the criminal justice system?
It's called the disproportionate minority contact and confinement.
Oh, is that, talk about that.
I sure will. Disproportionate minority contact, it talks about the unreasonable amount of African American and, well, more so minorities that come into contact with the juvenile court. All the King's Men, we just choose to target, you know, African Americans because I'm an African American man. I'm very proud to be an African American man. There's a real need for it. You know, a lot of times I deal with people who think it's all about an issue of race, when it's really not so much about an issue of race, more so than it is about an issue of equality for all people. A lot of times, especially in DMC cases, a lot of African American students, boys or girls, they get treated differently for the same types of crimes or you know, just acts of unruly behavior, but they'll get treated more harsh than the other students that are committing the same things. And that's one thing that we're actually trying to do. We feel like if we keep these boys out of the juvenile court system, period, they won't be subjected to, you know, what is known as institutionalized racism. And that's what DMC is, a national problem. This is not something that just affects the Nashville community, but this is a national problem. So we've joined in the effort to help reduce DMC in the African American community.
And you find that in many instances, now what's the general age of your recruits? I mean, where do you start at?
We start with boys from the age of 10 to 18.
10 to 18.
We really want to focus on that 13 to 15-year-old range, because that's a prime time to really come into a young man's life and to help mold him and to help him become the man that he will become. Once you get past 15 and 16 and 17, they're more set in their ways, and it's a little bit harder to really get into the mindset of a youth at that age. So we work with boys from the age of 10 to 18.
These are junior high kids for the most part. Would that be the range?
We have elementary students all the way up to high school students, to seniors in high school.
Now, when you look at your national situation, that is, you know, you're attempting to reach out. I think you indicated that you're trying to get into Chicago and into some of the other. What do you find to be the reception that you find you're having there? Oh,
people love it. We know that we have a global mission, but it's not that we're aggressively, you know, going out and saying we want to go here, go here, go here. I believe that the people and they will come to us. Like the experiences that we've had with Chicago, you know, a couple months ago when the kid was beaten to death, you know, walking home from school, they reached out to us somehow. They found out about all the King's Men, and they said, hey, you know, we have a team of people here who are ready to join this fight with you. Would you like to come and start a chapter there? That's just the evolution of us growing. One thing that's very important for me to mention is that we have a partnership here with the Collegiate 100 Black Men of Tennessee State University.
Very good.
And that's another way that we plan to grow. There's many Collegiate 100 Black Men chapters all across the nation. And what we can show these chapters is, hey, we've had this partnership working here in Nashville. These are the results of it. Would you like for us to come to your city, to your school, to your communities, and run the same program? So that's another way that we plan to grow and spread across the United States of America.
And so you're real busy at it, Mr. Capehart, is that right?
That's correct. Very busy.
And you anticipate some great things from this, and great things have already happened.
Great things have happened
for you in reference to this program, is that right? And I can tell by some of the information that you're giving about your website connections and et cetera. You want to mention that one more time? We've got, I guess, about a half a minute to go. How they might be able to get in touch with you by way of your website? Sure.
Our web address is www.akmnashville.org. just go to our website. All the information is there. I would really like to thank our sponsors, Urban Imagery for our PR. We want to thank Metro Parks, Hopewell Baptist Church. We want to thank C&T Catering. And anyone who has ever helped with All the King's Men, we really, really appreciate their help.
Very good. And I would imagine that we've got about 20 seconds before we end this show for today, Mr. Capehart. But I think that you've got a good program. And as I said, we were encouraged to bring you on primarily because of some of the things that you've already demonstrated to our audience. And of course, we'll be back with our audience next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.